Hey, Madeline, thank you for coming in today. My name's Carly, and I'm just here to run a quick assessment because Dr. Tom, we'll use Tom, Dr. Tom was kind of worried about your mental state when you came into the hospital today. So I'm going to go through this PHQ-9 with you, which is a patient health questionnaire, and we're just going to kind of scale where you are right now. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand you this form, and we're going to read through the options together, and you're just going to choose if it applies to you, not at all, if you feel that way several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day. And this is just over the past 2 weeks, how often you feel that way. So number one is over the past 2 weeks, you've been bothered by any of the following problems: little interest or pleasure in doing things.
I would probably say probably nearly every day.
Okay. Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless.
More than half the days.
Trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping too much.
Yeah, I mean, I've really been sleeping a lot because I just haven't been really wanting to do anything. So, I mean, it feels like every day.
Okay, so nearly every day. Feeling tired or having little energy.
Yeah, I would say more than half the days.
Poor appetite or overeating.
Probably just several days.
Feeling bad about yourself or that you're a failure or have let yourself or your family down.
More than half the days.
Trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't really want to anymore. So, I mean, I would say every day. I don't want to do it, and if I try, it's like I can't sit down and actually read it or comprehend it.
Moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed, or the opposite, being so fidgety or restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual.
I don't probably more than half the days, maybe.
Okay. And the last one is thoughts that you would be better off dead or of hurting yourself in some way.
Yeah, I think that a lot. Like probably more than half the days.
Okay. So with this one, we have to add up the columns to get like a solid rating on where you would be on the depression scale, kind of. So for several days, you have 1, and then more than half the days, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 3, 6, 9. So you got 20. And then there's this last question. If you checked off any problems, how difficult have those problems made it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? So when you're feeling this way over these past 2 weeks, how difficult has it been for you to work and do things and talk to other people? Has it been not difficult at all, somewhat difficult, very difficult, or extremely difficult?
I mean, I would definitely say extremely difficult. Like I can't get anything done anymore, and I don't want to, and I don't really care if I do or not.
Mm-hmm. So on this back page here, skip down to this little table. So your score was above 20, which means that a provisional diagnosis for you would be major depressive severe. So since that's what you scored, we're going to do this next assessment, which is an SBQR, which is Suicide Behaviors Questionnaire Revised. So this is to rate how high of a risk you're at right now to commit suicide, because we need to address that before you leave today. And just answer whichever ones you're comfortable with answering. It would just be the most beneficial to you if you answered all of them and to the best extent that you can.
Okay.
So there's only 4 questions, so this will be really quick and painless. Have you ever thought about or attempted to kill yourself?
I would say probably 3B.
Okay, I have had a plan at least once to kill myself and really wanted to die.
Yeah.
How often have you thought about killing yourself in the past year?
Often.
often, 3 to 4 times. Have you ever told someone that you were going to commit suicide or that you might do it?
Yeah, so I kind of like told my friend, but I kind of brushed it off like it wasn't a big deal. Like I really wasn't gonna do it, but like it was, I would say like maybe, yeah, I did, but I told them that I really didn't want to die.
Okay, so yes at one time or yes more than once?
No, it's just, no, it's just the one time.
Okay. And how likely is it that you will attempt suicide someday?
Probably just unlikely.
Unlikely. Okay, so this one also has this scoring sheet where we score to do the same type of assessment to see how at risk you are for this. And so for item 1, since you said 3B, that's 3 points. And then for item 2, you had said often, which is 4 points. And 3, you said 2A, which is 2 points. And 4, you said unlikely, which is 3 points. So that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So your total score was 12. And this says anyone in the general public who has not been pre-diagnosed with a pre-existing mental disorder, anyone above a 7 is at high risk of suicidal behavior. So if you're comfortable with it, what we're going to do before you leave today, I think we should call the suicide hotline and have somebody talk to you and try to talk you through what you're going through right now.
Okay. Will you be here?
Yes, I can sit right here with you in the room. I can dial it for you and then hand you the phone and you can just say what you need to say.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get that started right now.
Okay. Thanks.